Viva Bris Vegas. Viva Bris Vegas.
Bris Vegas.
Well, we've got Chandler from Brisbane. What's better than Brisbane? Bris Vegas.
Have you been to Vegas?
Yeah, I've been to Vegas. There's a picture floating.
You've been to Bris Vegas?
Picture floating around to me with it. Hey?
You've been to Bris Vegas?
I've been to Bris Vegas.
Yeah. Actually, I really want to go to Brisbane. I've never been.
Have you been to Brisbane?
I have been there.
It's open.
How un-Australian's that?
Yeah, pretty a lot.
It's open. They've got pubs and stuff up there that are open.
Rory.
You can drink.
It's been a
In
while.
Brisbane? Oh, no. Out of a glass, Garry. A beer in a glass.
Beer in a glass as opposed to a Crown Lager bottle.
Yes.
That's my plug.
Anyone who's watching from CUB and want to sponsor our show, Gary's more than welcome to take any of your money.
Proudly sponsored by Crown Lager.
No, you're not sponsored.
You never learn, do you?
Can we do the hello George, hello Tyrone thing? I'm feeling all lost.
Yeah.
What? Hello, mother.
Hello, George.
Hello, father.
You watched it.
Hello, Garry.
I saw that.
Hello, Tyrone. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, heaps better. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling too well last night. I think I might have got some food poisoning, but all good now.
Hold on, explain to everyone why you think you got food poisoning. Where don't you buy a burger from?
And an Asian food shop.
Correct, the dodgy Asian food shop.
Yeah, it was called Pork Rolls and Bakery, so I went there.
Well, if it says pork rolls and bakery and you buy a freaking burger, no wonder you end up sick.
What was it? A dim sim burger? What sort of burger was it?
No, it was just, well, it looked like a normal burger, just a beef burger.
Tasted like.
It tasted like Snappy Tom.
It probably tasted better on the way out than it did the way in.
Ooh. Did it upchuck?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Lots of upchuck.
Yep.
Have you got pictures?
No, I shouldn't.
Did
Next time I'll get a photo for you, Garry.
Did somebody hold your hair back while you were on the toilet?
I was by myself.
Oh, damn.
I was crying in between it as well.
Sookie.
All right, what do we got on the show?
We've got 10 songs you forgot to love to learn to hate from Garry.
It's got one of my favourite actors in this.
Is that what you've done? What have you done with that, Garry?
Well, last week, all the comments, I actually went through them and somebody suggested we do songs that you forgot. And it's actually, I started to think about it, and there's no radio stations anymore that actually play all the old songs. Like there's Hits FM and they play the 80s and the 70s. Mm-hmm. In the old days, you'd hear everything. You'd hear Dean Martin and you would hear Perry Como, all the good stuff.
I love Dean Martin.
I thought you'd be cool.
I love Dean Martin. You can't beat an old crooner.
But you don't hear any of the old songs. So all the new people, all the kids like you guys, would not hear any new songs, any of the old stuff. So I put together some of the crappy songs from years gone by and put them all together. So we've got 10 songs that you would have forgotten that your mum and dad probably have memories for, but if you're younger than me, they probably mean nothing.
But were they songs? Yeah. Were they songs then when you were growing up that you learned to love to hate?
They were. But they also were songs that I'd forgotten about until I actually started searching for old songs. And then I thought, oh.
So you've hated it for a long time.
Gary
Rory reckons swap to AM.
Yeah, which station?
We've got Tim Hawkins, Things You Don't Say to Your Wife.
I just put that up because that's...
oh, fuck, that was funny. I watched that too.
It's cool, isn't it? The guy's a great musician as well, and he's got a million shows. And this is one song that a couple of people I've mixed for were actually playing this song live. And they start off and everybody looks at him, and then it sort of goes into a comedy sketch, so they start to laugh. But it's a bit of a bad intro when you don't know what's happening.
Awesome. And we've got Chandler J. He's tuning in via Zoom. He's going to play a live song for us. And he's from the Jam Nights.
All the way from Bris Vegas.
Yeah.
Where the weather's better, they've got beer open and pubs open, and you can go down for a parmigiana and a pot.
They got sunshine, and they got the St Kilda Football Club up there.
The Essendon Football Club, who are playing now.
They're right now. I was actually watching them in the background, but don't tell anybody because they'll all go over the footy.
Adrian, I didn't watch any footy last night. I wasn't in any mood for watching footy or anything else for that matter.
Yeah, they were just terrible. They should have stayed in isolation.
Hey, can I put a shout out?
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah, always.
I watched something on Facebook today that I've never done before, and it was actually a funeral.
Yes.
For George and Laura and Serge. They lost their mum through COVID, and just my heart goes out to these people that couldn't say goodbye to their mum. It's a horrible thing. They couldn't. In traditional Italian funerals, they normally have a viewing. They couldn't have a viewing of the coffin. So yeah, it was just a hard thing to watch, but they did it beautifully. Laura spoke unbelievably of great memories. So it was very warm. They drove down their court and let out balloons and all that sort of stuff, all the neighbours. So it was very touching. But there's a few people I know that lost their mums recently, and it's a hard time of the year. So yeah, heart goes out to George and his family and all the kids.
Yeah. Wear a fucking mask. How's that grab everyone? That's what it's all about.
Just do it.
And if you get caught with COVID, don't go out.
Stay home. Yeah.
If you get tested, don't go out.
A quarter of the people have gone out, even though they've got COVID. 100 people. That is some crazy poo.
It's not cool, is it?
You kill people by doing that. Hello, Alan.
Anyway.
Sorry, I brought us all down. Can we bring us up?
No, you didn't at all. It's a good message. Yep. And definitely. Actually, here you go. Adrian Brennan said, he goes, actually on footy, what's the worst football song? So football songs you've got to love to learn to hate. So it's every theme song except for Essendon.
It's not going to work.
He said up there because only one day in September, the thing about football, others. So
that could do.
I think he's Horses by Darryl Braithwaite. We could put that on and just leave.
That
goes for about an hour and a half, doesn't it?
George is actually online. It was a beautiful send off, mate. I love Laura's memories, and the pictures on it just showed and the story of your mum showed a great side to your life that I didn't know about, which is your mum.
Yep.
Hey, I've organised next week, so I've already thought about it. I've got next week's songs you need to learn how to hate, and we should have thought of it before. You know what it's going to be?
What's that?
The top 10 songs that you need to learn how to hate.
That's about everything that's on the radio at the moment, isn't it?
No, that's all the songs that we've played over the last few months that we'll put them into top 10. I'll put them in order.
Oh, so you're going to take one from each segment we've done?
Yeah.
And then, okay, that's a good idea.
The top 10 songs you need to learn how to hate. I think number one, but it won't be number one. I mean, we're talking April Sun in Cuba.
Terry says, "Don't
you play that and I leave."
I'll play "Come On Eileen" for Tyrone.
No, I don't mind that song. What's the other one that I don't like?
I would walk 500 miles.
Nah, that's all right.
Walk this way.
Nah, I can't remember what it's called.
Give us some songs you hate.
I don't even like it that much.
Give me some kind of sign, girl.
Give me some kind of sign, girl. We should be careful because some of these songs might be the ones that
hey, I heard a rumor, Gary, that when Tyrone was in high school, he was actually in a boy band.
Oh no!
Where'd you hear that?
I did hear that.
Did you have tight pants?
I don't know. I haven't seen the photos yet, but I'm waiting for them. But I did hear from a very good source that Tyrone was in a boy band in high school.
Who's
choreography?
This very good source then?
Is it true?
I don't know. I'm just making it up. I'm seeing if anyone believes me.
Is it true, Tyrone?
The only one that online at the moment that would know would be Adrian Brennan.
Did you sing in a boy band, and what was his name?
No,
Boys to Girls or something like that.
No. Boys who like girls who do boys when they're girls.
No, actually, when I was at school, we did actually, Adrian might remember this. We did a concert at lunchtime out in the middle of the yard. And we had people throwing underwear on stage, and we had someone actually threw a big M up in the air, and it came down and landed on the principal's head. And we got in so much trouble for that. So
you got in trouble?
Oh, the band did, yeah. Because apparently we instigated it.
Did you?
Yeah.
What a rebel. Most bands break televisions. You chuck big M's at your principal.
Principal, I know. That's terrible, real.
It was a good gig. Probably one of my first.
Excuse me.
What was the band called?
Yeah, what was his name? Come on.
Oh shit, I can't remember.
Grinder?
No.
Sexual Chocolate?
No, so we had
Sexual Chocolate.
We had a couple of names that we went through a few before we actually stuck with one, and that was outside of school. There we go.
Adrian Brennan.
Gravy Stains. It actually was Gravy Stains.
Gravy Stains.
Yeah.
That's a typical high school. That's a typical high school band name. Actually, what's the worst band name, or what's the worst name of a band you've ever been in? That's
Gravy
the question I'm
Stains.
going to put out to everyone outside as well. What's
Hello,
the name of the worst band you've ever been in?
Gravy Stains.
Gravy Stains.
Gravy Stains.
I had a friend of mine which I used to do the sound for when he was in a band called G'day Mustache. They tried to be an Australian. G'day Mustache. And in the end, everybody just called him Gay Mustache. so they dropped the G'day and just called themselves Mustache. They're still around today. There's a band out there called Mustache that started off as G'day. Blowflies.
G'day, Must. The Blowflies.
There you go.
Hello, Kath. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Rory. Hello, Adrian.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Yeah.
Heather.
Rory got in trouble for being drunk in his year 11 open day, trying to attract more students into the school.
I wonder what he's wearing.
There we go. And then that band that I was in, Gravy Stains, turned into Fight Against Maturity because we thought we were so cool back then.
Fight against. I got nothing, George. Just
Sherry was in Jerry and the G Strings, and Julie DeFazio had a name of a band called Eclipse. Dad had a band called Blowflies because they were trying to be Australian as well. I was in a band called All About Steve because guess who the singer's name was?
Steve.
Steve.
Was it a
And
boy
it was
band?
all about him. Hey, it was a boy band.
Thought so.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
All right. How about we put on some music? Actually, do you want to just go on?
No, put on some music and we'll bring in Chandler after this.
I was going to say I've got the top 10 songs up first.
No, we'll do those a bit later. We're going to make everyone wait.
All right. So the only other one that I've got loaded up now is Tim Hawkins' one, Things You Don't Say to Your Wife.
Yeah, do that. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, put that on. That's good, that.
Cool. All right. Here we go.
I did the choreography myself. Hey honey, have you gained some weight in your rear end? The dress you wear reminds me of my old girlfriend. And where'd you get those shoes? I think they're pretty lame. Would you stop talking cause I'm trying to watch the game? If you're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, these are the things you don't say to your wife. I planned a hunting trip next week on your birthday. I didn't ask you, but I knew it'd be okay. Go make some dinner while I watch this fishing show. I taped it over our old wedding video. If you're a man who've done that, a long and happy life, these are the things you don't say to your wife. Solo. Okay. Your cooking is okay, but not like mother makes. The diamond in the ring I bought you is a fake. Your eyes look puffy, dear. Are you feeling ill? Happy anniversary, I bought you a treadmill. If you're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, that too. These are the things you don't say to your wife. You're a man who doesn't want to get killed with a knife. These are the things you don't say to your wife.
All right. There you go. We're back.
That's who do you put that song out to? Tyrone, your wife?
I don't have one of those.
You should get one. Why should you be happy?
What?
But that song's so true.
Yeah, I love it. The first time I heard it, I cracked up. And it was just a guy in a pub playing it.
I'm just looking over some facts, and I was doing the this day back in 1971 again.
Yeah.
A security guard was stabbed to death during a concert by the Who at New York's Forest Hill Stadium. There you go.
By the Who?
No, at a concert by The Who.
Oh, at a concert.
Yeah.
No, it sounded like you said he was stabbed by who at a concert.
Whoops.
Rory, I say much worse to my wife.
Yeah.
You will get stabbed eventually.
Yeah, I reckon someone's gonna wake up in the morning and Gary's gonna be out in the front yard.
So should I take? Yeah.
Adrian, Brennan, yes, I could. Not a problem.
So can I tell you about this young guy we've got coming up?
Yes.
Yep, go for it.
This guy's called Chandler J, and he first came into my life when he was 12 years old, about 4 or 5 years ago, at an open mic I was running. He come down from Brisbane with his mum and dad, and they hired a piano for him to play at the Ascot Vale Hotel on a Wednesday night for the open mic. And this 12-year-old kid just blew us away. Like, he was amazing. And since then, he's come back a couple of times to Melbourne. He's come to Musicland. I think, George, you've seen him at Musicland.
I've seen it before.
On a Sunday night.
I remember speaking with his mum because she was lovely and rang me and asked, do we have a piano? And I said no, but we'll organise one. I said, we've got a Hammond. And I love whenever I say we've got a Hammond, people go, what's that?
It's a calculator.
It's a calculator. Scientific one.
I'll bring him in.
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Where is he?
There he is, Chandler J.
Hey,
Hello.
how you going?
So how old are you now, Chandler?
I'm 16.
So that was 4 years ago, or maybe more, when you were at the Ascot Vale, when you were a kid.
Yes.
You're now a young man. And you've matured. Have you actually started to shave yet?
Yes.
So how long have you been playing?
I've been singing since I was I've been performing since I was 9 years old. But I started learning piano when I was 4 or 5, and I started to sing not long after that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah.
And the worst thing is, on Wednesday nights, he tells us all the gigs he's been doing during the week. Like, he's gigging every weekend. He's booked out everywhere in Brisbane, which shits me, Chandler.
So before Garry asked Chandler, do you have any gigs? So do you have any gigs this weekend, Chandler?
I had one cancelled due to COVID, and but now I've got another one booked in. So that's all good.
That's
awesome.
More than all
and
of
then
us.
and then you asked Garry, do you have any gigs, Garry?
Yeah. That's right.
Do you have any gigs, Garry?
I love it.
You're such a cheeky little brat. I might get a gig just and send you a picture of it. It'll be me by myself with a piano or something.
You've got a few people saying hello to you, Chandler, as well. Sherry, Rory, Heather, Kylie.
Oh, he's got a fan club. Like, when he gets on at open mics, people love him.
Hello, Sherry. Hello, Rory. Hello, Heather. Hello, Kylie.
Yep.
Oh, awesome, man. You did better than me then.
Yeah.
I'd just go, hello, everyone. Unless I was reading their names.
You've got your own original music, plus you do a lot of covers, but you've just released an original on YouTube, haven't you?
I've released 3 originals on streaming services such as iTunes, Spotify, but the first one that I released is the only one that's got a music video up on YouTube.
How old were you when you did that one?
15.
So it was last year.
Yes, last year.
And you're walking down a laneway looking suspicious in Brisbane.
Yes, walking down a laneway and walking around the Story Bridge in Brisbane.
I was talking to your dad, and he said that song that you wrote had a lot of meaning to you, which is a wonderful way to write music. It's about some of the issues you've had during your life and how you've overcome it, which if you get a chance, I think George and Tyrone said they're going to play it next Tuesday, your clip. So
okay.
Yeah, we'll play it on Tuesday night, so stick around for that. That'll be good.
Because we're gonna ask you to actually play live tonight, Chandler.
Cool.
So we'd rather you play live tonight, and then on Tuesday night we'll play your clip. So make sure everyone comes back at 8:00 on Tuesday night for George and Tyrone.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let's get into it.
you want to give us a song, Chandler?
Okay, sure.
Take it away.
If it goes for 12 minutes, Tyrone will just chop you off. I'm joking. Don't get angry with me. Just
I would never do that.
Tell us what the song's about and then start playing, mate.
This song I wrote a year ago, and I wrote it about finding the person, finding someone in your life and knowing that you're meant to be with them. And the song is called Meant to Be. There is something I need to tell you about this feeling I know is true. Falling in love was not my intention. Now the song becomes my confession. I hope that we will be together someday. Is it right for me to be feeling this way? Girl, you are perfect just as you are. Please know there's more to this rock star. Grab my hand and take a chance on me. If you do believe it is meant to be. Seeing your smile brightens up my day, like a shiny star in the Milky Way. Love the way you flick your hair. You make it kinda hard not to stay. I hope that we will be together someday. 'Cause you are taking my breath away. Girl, you are perfect just as you are. Please know there's more to this rock star. Grab my hand and take a chance on me. If you do believe it is meant to be. It is hard for me to face rejection when there is such a strong connection. I just wanna sweep you off your feet. Oh girl, I don't want this to be bittersweet. When I look into your beautiful eyes, you give me that feeling of butterflies. A sensation I don't know how to explain. And it's hitting me like a freight train. I hope that we will be together someday. So please don't turn and walk away. Girl, you are perfect just as you are. Please know there's more to this rock star. Grab my hand and take a chance on me. If you do believe it is meant to be.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, and I've got some clapping.
Thank you.
Well done, Chandler. That's enough clapping.
That sounded like the football then.
I got to put that on every time I talk. Chandler, how mature is that for a 15-year-old to write them words and sing that song and play so beautifully? This kid's going to be big, and you make sure you always look out for Chandler J. You'll see him in a few years on Countdown. I don't know anymore.
Countdown?
In Melbourne's biggest open mic. No, in Melbourne tonight.
In Musicland tonight.
In Musicland tonight.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, because we'll be bigger than Ben Hur.
Hopefully,
Who's old?
a year or two, or hopefully a year, I will be down in at the Musicland stage.
That'd be good.
Chandler's actually moving to Melbourne. His dad's got transferred to a new position. He was supposed to move 3 months ago, but they're stuck in Brisbane because of COVID. So
it's not a bad thing.
You will see Chandler playing around Melbourne eventually.
You're getting a whole lot of comments of people clapping and you're the star, what a champion. Really nice song.
You are beautiful, Chandler. I love you.
Loving the lyrics. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're a legend.
So you're loved by a lot. Yep.
Yeah, he's very popular. And I said, when he gets down to Melbourne, we've got a bigger music scene than Brisbane. So I reckon you'll be everywhere. As long as you don't play Hallelujah, you'll be fine.
Have you played
Here you
for
go.
Garry yet?
Heather Scott just wrote, I'm going to try and make it to Grilled for your gig there. So you're playing at Grilled. Oh,
Yes,
yum.
I'm playing at the Grilled in West End near in Brisbane on the 11th of August. And because I believe Heather lives down in Brisbane, she's going to try and show up to that gig.
Oh, how good's that?
Yeah, that's awesome. How good is it, though,
Can
that
you-
he's up in Brisbane and we can share this all together? I think that's incredible.
Absolutely.
I'm just excited that we can actually share a 16-year-old that can play his music.
He can play keyboards.
And well.
And he's got a great
And sing
voice.
well.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it-
Tuesday night, what's your song again that we're playing on Tuesday night called?
I'm original.
I'm Original. So we're going to be playing that on Tuesday night on our show in Musicland tonight with George and Tyrone from 8 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's it.
Just
That's
need,
all I got.
just need to grow your hair long and get a beard and you'll be perfect.
Who, Chandler?
Yeah, you need to look like George, a rock star. Or a hobo.
I'm starting to look more ISO homeless than I am like a rock star at the moment.
So what other instruments do you play, Chandler?
I play a little bit of guitar, and I've started to learn a little bit of bass guitar at the moment.
And you're currently studying jazz.
Yes.
Wow. And he's going to move down to Melbourne and try and sign up for some more study down here.
That'd be cool.
Fantastic.
Play guitar. Have you got anything you can play for us on guitar, or are you not ready for that?
Well, I can play a cover on guitar. I'm not exactly ready, but I can.
You've got to plug it in and stuff, don't you?
Yes, that's the only thing.
That's all right. If you're not ready, that's no big deal.
No, so we might organise to get Chandler back again. And actually, even better. So, guys, if you want to see more of Chandler, you have to log into Melbourne's biggest open mic night on Wednesday nights through all the Musicland channels and through Garry's page. Yes.
Kylie and Sherry have asked for another.
Well, they're going to have to log in on Wednesday because we've got other stuff that we have to do.
And Gail, he's pretty just as he is. And I'm not.
Who, me?
No, that's. I'm thinking. Yeah, right. Yes, you are, George.
Thanks, Carl.
Don't forget the Sunday open mic night.
Yes, Sundays from 4 till 7. Melbourne's biggest open mic as well. We're doing it.
You'll be there.
So Musicland's doing Sundays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays normally.
Yep.
Plus, you're
And
getting
plus-
back to live streaming soon. So Musicland's doing their bit for you. So get onto their page and give them some money.
Yes. We're trying to get our GoFundMe up to our $20,000. What's it called? Target. That's the one.
Yeah. How are we going with that?
We're going good.
Good.
We're close.
Good, yeah.
We're very, very close. We
That's
just
good.
need a little bit more.
Yep.
We're close. We've got to thank Chandler as well because Chandler donated some money the other week. So thank you very, very much, Chandler.
That was your
So
gig
you're
money,
not-
wasn't it, Chandler?
Yes.
Oh wow! Thank you so much.
Heck was that?
Yeah.
What a cool kid.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some
All right.
streaming back up. I can't wait for that.
I'm really looking forward to streaming.
I'm just hanging out. I want to get in and do some more stuff and watch some more music.
Me too. It's just a matter of getting bands out there. Now we're going to thank Chandler for coming on. Chandler, thank you very, very much for sharing your music with us. We're going to obviously share more on Tuesday night. Sunday night, are you going to be doing Sunday nights or Sunday days open jam as well?
I'm pretty sure I will be.
Yep. So guys, if you do want to see Chandler, he's also on Musicland's Melbourne's biggest open mic night with Garry Hollows between 4 and 7 on Sunday. Otherwise, we're going to be showing his new clip on Tuesday night. Otherwise, if you want to follow Chandler, make sure you jump on all of his socials. Give him a like, give him a subscribe.
Yep.
Anything else, Chandler? You're young and hip.
What
You know
have
all
you
this
got?
stuff.
You've got Facebook and YouTube, and you're all on all those, are you?
Yes, I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all under the name Chandler J, and music on iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify.
Chandler
Wow,
J,
okay.
and the surname is spelled Jay.
Yes.
I can spell that one. That's easy. That's how I normally spell J. All right.
So
you're a
thank you,
legend.
Terry.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Chandler.
Thanks for joining us.
He's been setting up all day with Rory. Thank you, Rory, for getting his sound good. And let's hear it for Chandler.
Yay!
My applause didn't work.
Hang on. Come on, Garry.
Come on, Garry. Get it together. I think Garry needs a clap.
I went to do it and a commercial came up, so I thought, damn it. All right, damn it.
All right, thanks, Chandler.
You're a legend.
Thanks, Chandler.
Thank you for having me.
Take care, mate.
See ya.
Oh, there you go. The link's just been posted up onto the comments section. If anyone wants to jump onto that.
That's his dad.
Awesome.
Terry.
Thank you, Terry. That's Chandler's daddy's Terry Raymond.
Good
Is it?
guy. Yep.
Yeah, good. I just thought I'd better check that one first. Now, songs that you love to learn, to love to hate, and everything else, Garry. What do we got this week?
So as I said before, we got Garry Spied. Good on you. We got songs that people suggest to me, and this week's suggestion was songs that you forgot about, which is all the old songs that don't play on any radio station apart from AM, apparently, according to Rory.
I think
So,
the intro,
yeah, and
to this one's the best part.
that is, and because we can't do the originals, I've just chosen covers of all these songs, which are kind of crap, but hey, you'll get the idea. So
A couple of them are really good.
they all bring back memories, but yeah, you've forgotten them for a reason normally.
All right, here you go with 10 songs you've forgotten to love, to learn, to hate, to forget, to love.
The music, the people say I sing my song so well. I just can't sing it without you. Ooh, I hate the music, 'cause every time I hear that melody.
Wanna be happy for the rest of your life. Never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you. If you wanna be happy for the rest of your life. Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? If your mother says don't chew it, do you swallow it in spite? Say what? Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Campanetta, Campus Valley, entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. Say what?
So what's the matter, you? Hey, got the no respect. Oh, what do you think you do? Oh, why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face.
Say what?
It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me.
One-eyed,
I said,
what?
Get all the garbage out of sight. Oh, you don't go out Friday night. Yakety yak.
don't talk back. Don't talk back.
I'm an ape man, I'm an ape man, oh I'm an ape man. I'm a King Kong man, I'm a voodoo man, oh I'm an ape man.
What?
The witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend, the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine, but I say this to you. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang, walla walla bing bang.
Take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away. Ho ho, hee hee, haha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away, haha! To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away, haha!
Say what?
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle lives a life that's free. Watch out for that tree. When he gets in the scrape, he makes his escape with the help of his friend at 8DD. Then away he'll schlep on his elephant ship while Fella and Ursula stay in step. Well, George of the jungle, friend to you and me. Watch out for that tree. Watch out for that tree. George of the jungle, friend to you and me.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
You know,
I love
that last song was actually on the radio for a while, George of the Jungle.
What was with that say what thing? That was doing my head in.
I know. I normally have to separate the songs, and I put it in, and then when I finished it, I thought, that's kind of poo.
Say what?
Say what?
I just love Mr. Bean.
Oh, Mr. Bean's legend, isn't he?
Actually, you know the "Shut Up at Your Face" song.
Yeah.
Joe Dolce.
Joe Dolce. My wife was in an outback pub with her parents, and it was one of these very, very, you are only a local if you go to this pub sort of scenario. And my wife's standing in the middle of the table singing that song, yelling at all the people, pointing at all the staff, going, "Shut up at your face."
I was a good mate with Joe Dolce. He actually went to uni with me. There
George
you
of
go.
the Musicland, friend for you and me. See, look at that. Sherry's got it right.
Yes.
Friend of you and me.
There's always kind of songs up here. But as I said, next week, songs you need to learn how to love to hate, and I'll give the top 10 worst songs that I hate. And I've got a new theme song. Have you noticed my new theme song at the start?
Yeah, go back to the crusty thing at the end.
You want crusty at the end, all right?
Yeah, because that's
Yeah,
that was,
I like the crusty thing.
yeah.
All right.
It just finishes it off. But go with the Mr. Bean thing more often. That's hilarious.
I love Mr. Bean.
God, you're demanding.
Who? And Garry, while you're doing it, can you just put brown Smarties on there?
So I got brown Smarties, crusty. Somebody write this down for me.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
And get rid of that. What? Yeah, say what?
Say what?
That's it.
Oh,
Nope.
now, I was Googling the other day. I don't know. Did you get any of these photos, Tyrone?
I got a few of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell me which one you want to see, though.
Oh, we'll go from the start. What was the first one? Now, I was looking online the other day, and they had a stereo to mono converter. Have you seen this, Garry, for all the engineers and
No.
everyone looking? There you go, stereo to mono converter. That's a high-tech one.
Does it work?
Hey?
No, you're going to kill me.
Yeah, it works.
It's not that good.
I reckon if anyone ever complains at Musicland that there's a problem with the it doesn't sound stereo, they've probably only got one earplug in.
Well,
Like that.
well, actually, you sell them in packs of 2. You've got to start separating them.
I do. That's not a bad idea. I'll get about $5 or $6 for one of those.
Those packets are hard to get used too when they've got 2 in them.
You can double your profits.
Yeah.
I love it.
Kvazi Tech. But it even says Kvazi Tech. It's like a tech
is it?
company. Yeah. What was the other one?
What
there
else
we
have you
go. Name an excuse basis give when they miss a note.
got?
That was the video.
Oh, was that a video?
That were videos.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that one. Oh, there's this.
Yeah, name an excuse a bassist gives when they miss a note.
It's the drum's fault.
Yeah. Is it?
Well, that's an excuse.
Hey? Yeah, but drummers look at bass players like whenever a drummer stuffs up or something in the band happens, do you ever notice do you ever look at the bass player and go, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
all the time?
And I'm always trying to figure out how can getting the wrong key be the drummer's fault.
Well,
Did you get the one about the picture, about the singer behind every front man?
yes, I did.
Yeah, put that up.
There's this one.
Seen
here
this,
as well.
Garry? So behind every front man is a drummer who'll never make it to the pictures.
I love it.
That couldn't be more true. I've had so many photos taken, and my head is a symbol.
Oh, it's true. There's
Yeah,
never
or-
any pictures of the drummer.
Or a guitarist.
And then there's another one there. Did you see the other one with the drum kit that I gave you?
Yeah, I did.
This will finally keep the singer.
Yep, here we go.
got a solution for it, Gary.
Oh,
This
Jesus.
will finally keep the singer from blocking me in photos.
I love it. That's got to be a doctored picture. Surely they would never kick that long. I love it.
If they
No,
have
that's real.
If that's
Is that a real drum?
I want it.
By the
That'd
time
work.
you hit the kick pedal, it'd have an echo or a delay before it hit the other end.
I'd hate to mic that up. It'd sound like a train coming. Boom.
What else you got there, George?
What else do we have? We had the if a drummer's ever going to buy a car,
Yep.
drummer's ever going to buy a car, they have to test their drum kit first.
Medium tom. Small tom.
Hi-hat, snare,
Snare.
ride simple, and crash.
I'm
Floor
guilty
tom.
of that. I'm so guilty of that.
Where's the kick? That'd be the,
Do you ever
the
get
pedal.
Do
What?
you ever get told off when you're driving by your partner, Tyrone?
I don't have
Or
a
if you've
partner.
got a lady, no, I'm saying if you've got a lady in the car with you,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I cop it off my wife all the time. We'll be driving down the road and she'll start hearing,
Driving down the road.
can't you just drive?
That's why I'm still single.
Yeah.
I'm hitting crash cymbals on my window and going for the mirror and backhand.
Actually, I'm going to ask Gary then. Do you know the first time that you got your car, Gary, was the first thing you did was jump in, go into your stereo and change all the EQ settings?
Absolutely. Actually, in them days, we didn't have EQs. We just had a wireless. We had to wait for the valves to
Wireless?
warm up.
Didn't you? You would have had, what was it? Actually, did you have a record player in your car?
Just about. We had
Because they did have record players in cars.
they did. They had record players. I think my first panel van had an EQ in it, equalizer, and that was like brand new. And
A record player.
8 tracks.
I heard panel van.
My first panel van, which was, we've done that story. It was called Sin Bin, and my mum used to scratch a bit of sin off every time she walked past it, so eventually it became Bin. And it had a cassette player, it had an 8-track player, it had everything. It was a good car.
Rachel says George's voice, Mufasa. Just saying.
Mufasa.
George's Mufasa.
You know the Lion King?
Does it sound like Mufasa?
Simba.
Simba.
It kind of
That's
does.
James Earl Jones.
Somebody asked for the brown teddy.
Actually, I was talking to someone the other day that watched the show, and they actually thought that Garry was George's dad.
I feel so sorry for George.
Hold on. There you go. Is that better?
Don't ask me.
Mom, are you my real daddy?
No.
Oh,
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
If I was George's daddy, he'd be in a lot of trouble.
who, me? I'm a good child.
Go to your room.
All right, I've got 2 puns as well. I've got 1 pun, I think.
What do you got?
No, those other 2, the bass and the guitar.
This one.
Yeah, that. A bass guitar.
Dah.
That's very, very punny.
Something fishy about that one.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Let's get that off there. And this one.
What's the other one?
This one might be a bit hard to say.
Oh, no, not that. Oh, that's the sheet music for the Reaper. The cowbell.
The cowbell section.
Looks like the sounds of silence to me.
Oh, sound of one hand clapping.
That's Marcel's greatest hits, volume 1.
No, it was the other one.
This
Yeah,
one.
I know about the guitarist. If there's any guitarists here who want to know the secret to making their instruments sound better, stay tuned.
Dah. That's something I should say. That's a lame dad joke.
This show stood
Well, I
to
picked
another
it just
level.
for you, Gary.
When I had an apprentice and I sent him down one day, I did CCTV cameras, and I sent him down one day to buy a single channel video switcher. And the supplier sent him back with a piece of coax. A single channel video switcher.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, I thought it was funny at the time.
That's abusive now, Gary.
I
I've
can't.
actually I've done the long wait one. Sent an apprentice outside for the long wait.
Have you done the ID10T?
Nah.
I sent him down and I said, write it on your hand. So he's written ID 10T. And if you actually read it, it reads idiot.
Yes.
ID 10T. So he's walked into the supplier and said, "Can I have an ID 10T?" with it written on his hand. They sent him back with a pen. He didn't get it.
Who's Mo, Larry, and Curly?
I'm Larry. We've discussed that.
Oh, Mo, you must be Curly. You're the only one with curly hair.
Me?
Yep. Hello, Peter Cole.
Oh, talking about Larry, Mo, and Curly. Tomorrow from 1 o'clock, we've got our Mick and Kathy going to be down at Musicland, and we're going to be selling off our booze. Try that.
Is that tomorrow, is it?
That is tomorrow from 12 o'clock, I think it was.
Cool.
Yeah, so from 12 o'clock till 3 p.m., there'll be someone down at Musicland to sell you all Musicland's booze. So it's going to be 10% off whatever Dan Murphy's prices are.
Make sure you bring your masks.
Interested? Yes, make sure you bring your masks. We've got hand sanitizer and all sorts of stuff there. So
I'll be there at 6 o'clock in the morning to get all the Crown Lagers.
I thought
Get
you
there
were
early.
taking them last time we were there, Gary.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
No, I think there's some still left. Is there?
Okay.
Is there some still left?
Yeah, there was. I left some so that I could have some when I come to Musicland eventually and have a drink.
Yeah, I know.
Another random fact I've got here, going back to this day in 1992, Michael Jackson made an unscheduled appearance on his hotel balcony in London after a man had threatened to jump from an apartment building across the street. 28-year-old Eric Hermini told police he would lead to his death if he didn't see Jackson, who was in Britain for a series of concerts. Jackson spent a couple of minutes waving to Hermini, who then climbed back into the hotel building.
I got nothing. Everything I say is going to be bad, so I'm not going to say anything.
All I wanted to say, hee.
Yeah, there was a famous picture of him on the balcony with his baby. Remember that? That caused an uproar.
That's what I was thinking you were going on
Yeah.
about.
No, that's why I
Maybe
read
the
it out, 'cause it
guy
was
wanted to
different.
jump out, and that's why Jackson threw his baby over the edge.
Wasn't his baby called Blanket or something?
Blanket.
Safety blanket.
Yeah. Safety blanket. Either that or, when the old Italian ladies go out on their veranda whenever you watch places in Venice and they're doing that with their doona covers,
They're airing him
or
out.
their blankets, airing them out.
They're getting all the pubic hairs out of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did I say that out loud?
Shit.
That's how you can tell an Italian airplane at the airport. It's the one with the hair under its wings. All right, stop it, Gary. I'm sorry. To all those Italian friends out there, it's normally not this bad. Yes, it is. I'm sorry.
It's worse.
I've been good tonight. I've only
Actually
upset all
been
the
very
Italians.
good, but it's getting on to that time of the night again where
Well, a couple more
shit
sips
just
and I'll
starts
be-
falling apart. So what did we have to do? Oh, yes, we've got the grogs being sold tomorrow. We've got grog being sold tomorrow. We've got, streaming.
Yeah.
Now we're trying, I hope, depending on what happens with the government, we're going to try and start getting some bands in soon. So we've had a few bands that have called us up wanting to do it, but just for everyone's safety at the moment, we've decided to hold off on it. And we're just going to go off whatever the government's guidelines are. We may possibly do one or two here or there, but depending on what happens.
Yeah, well, I guess we've got to work out what's going on going forward before we can make a decision, right?
Correct.
Because things are definitely going to change soon, I think.
Everybody stay home so we can get better.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everything's
I
very
just
fluid.
don't think people will do that unless they're told to do that, though,
What?
or
Stay
made
home.
to stay home. Yeah.
Well, they're being told and they're being made.
Well, it's
They're
in
just
lockdown.
not doing it.
I think unless there's a stage 4 lockdown where it's complete, then I don't think people are going to stay home.
In the old days, in my day, when I was
Were
young,
you around when the Spanish flu was around, Gary?
I started it. In my day, they used to have quarantine places. Like the Mornington Peninsula used to be all quarantine, and so if you had something like the flu or polio or some epidemic, you would all go to a quarantine section or somewhere, which is what they should be doing with everybody that tests positive. They should put him in a hotel, lock them down with unhorny security guards.
It sounds like a bad horror movie.
That's the problem, though. You know what would be cool?
What?
No, I was just thinking like, if,
Was that a question? I don't know.
no, either do I. No, imagine like if not being thingo, but eventually if we ended up with the numbers like they did in the States, and I mean, I really, really hope that we don't. Could those people that have actually got it go and start playing gigs?
As in their own little, like, sort
in
of
their own little hub,
closed off hub for gigs.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Take them down.
Throwing it out there.
I reckon we should donate Portsea to the cause. Everybody in Portsea, move out, give your houses up, and we'll move everybody into luxury down there while they get better.
There's a few people
How
saying
about we
line
move
again.
everyone up to like the Gold Coast, Hamilton Island.
Hamilton Island. Oh, an island. Tassie. Ooh.
No, it's too cold.
Well, don't get
You
it.
want warmth, Gary.
Well, we're putting everybody on French Island. The line.
The what?
Keep crossing the line. Sherry Moulet. Every Wednesday night I cross the line.
Or if you put all the
line.
all the people that actually have it into their own little hub, then everyone else that doesn't have it can go out and play gigs again.
Correct.
Yeah, why not?
And they can play their own gigs in the little hub.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they can just wave at each other.
See, we've solved. I'm going to ring up Dan tomorrow.
Yeah, give him a call, Gary. You know him personally.
Yeah, he went to school with me.
Did he?
No, I made that up. I went to school with everybody. I think he's younger than me. I'm an old boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be
you were
about
around
your
when
age.
Spanish flu was around in 1926.
Was it 1926 the Spanish flu?
When did gangrene start?
It was earlier than that.
1920.
1920.
It was around the First World War time, I think, 1916, something like that, because the war came after the Spanish flu. And that's what everybody talks about. People growing up have gone through so much, the older people, like wars and stuff like that. Our generation's really just gone through this. That's the hardest. I mean, maybe the Vietnam War if you're old enough, or the Falklands War, or some other stuff.
1918.
1918. Thank you, Heather Scott.
Thank you, Heather.
On a lighter note, Rob says, Gary, who is the biggest artist you've ever worked with?
I'm trying to think. There's a lot. Well, the smallest one would have been
Musicland open mic on a Wednesday.
I can't remember. I work with everybody. I did music. The music. What is it? Maya Music Bowl.
Sydney Mine Music Bowl.
No, it was in Melbourne. Yes, it was the Sydney Maya Music Bowl. I did the Sydney Maya Music Bowl. They did concerts on Sundays and stuff like that. I think it was live in the park, and there's people like Johnny Farnham and all that sort of stuff. So in them days, I've done Cold Chisel at the Middle Hotel in Ferntree Gully. I've done Daryl Braithwaite and all that in the Middle Hotel. All the old bands, AC/DC, in the old days in Manhattan Hotel. And I actually done AC/DC. I think it might have been Iceland, Ringwood or somewhere. But
In where? Iceland, Ringwood.
Iceland, Ringwood.
Oh, that's the skating ring, isn't it?
It was a skating rink that turned into a fitness centre, and then it just closed down, and they built a freeway over it.
Yeah,
They paved Paradise and put up a parking lot.
The smallest is Angry.
That's who I was trying to think of, Rory. The smallest one I've ever mixed for was Angry Anderson a couple of months ago.
What was the best one you've ever done? Not artist, but concert or gig.
Wednesday night at Musicland. Open mic nights.
The best gigs I ever do is when the band appreciates you. Like you can mix a gig and walk out feeling that you've done a great job, and everybody nods to you on the way out, and you go, yeah, that was good, and walk home. It's when you're actually playing with a live band that they actually thank you and appreciate what you've done, which is people like the George Trimmer Band and the smaller type bands and Patricia in the Groove. They appreciate the work you put in.
I get that a lot at Musicland as well.
Well, you would too. And all those, the people you do in the back bar and the front bar, they thank you for it.
It is a good feeling, yeah.
As opposed to
You
the
know what it
big...
is, though?
Sorry,
You know
go.
what it is? It's nice. It's nice to deal with bands who are very humble and understand what's going on and don't think that they freaking know everything.
Correct. And trust you. They trust you to do your job, and they allow you to do your job.
Yep.
Whereas in the early days, when I was mixing it, at some of these big places, I mean, we were doing AC/DC on 8 channels. So it wasn't really mixing. You'd be looking after their vocals. Their guitars would take care of themselves. You'd be miking up the drum kit with an overhead, maybe a kick. You might have a couple of mics for vocals, and maybe no fallback speakers in most of them. So yeah, it's not like today where they've got who was it? Alice Cooper had 96 tracks for effects. Just for
96.
effects. 96
For
tracks
effect.
just for effects. You know how they do all
Wow.
the noises, the background noises, and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. There was 96 effects channels.
Wow, that's decent.
Well, you know our mixing desk at work,
Yep.
the Digico desk.
Digico.
So we've got the medium size one.
Yep.
Then you've got the $280,000 desk. You two run around with 3 of them.
Some of the new
3 of
bands
those.
are off the planet.
I remember you saying something about that, and then if one messes up, they just throw it off the bench and grab another one, don't they?
Yeah, literally chuck it off the bench, grab another one, put that one down, and off you go. And then the other one's for the side.
And in my day,
Back in my days.
the only mixing desks that were any good were the Yamahas. I mean, everything was Yamaha. And yeah, and the Yamahas had built-in amps, and they had outputs, and they had all the auxiliaries and that sort of stuff. So you could do a lot with the Yamaha in them days.
Do you prefer digital or analog?
Digital by a long way. I mean, we used to walk in with mixers, EQs, compressors, effects, fallback amps, main amps, bass amps. So you'd have a rack the size of me, wheeling it into a venue, just to get what a mixing desk does. Is the size beside me, like that big.
Yeah.
I used to love the stories of them people saying, "Oh yeah, we used to run around with a B3 Hammond and 2 Leslie speakers." And I don't know if anyone's ever lifted up a B3 Hammond.
Yeah.
It weighs about 110 kilos. And then a lot of the old equipment that you guys used to run, it freaking weighs a ton.
Well, a lot of the old speakers were cabs, and the cabs used to be stacked on top of each other. The cabs were like half a ton of speaker cabinet on each side of the stage. It was ridiculous.
I know people bring in
That was for a pub.
older style amps and that to me in the shop now, like studio gear more so. And they go, "Oh, I've got this," and they're walking it in, dump it on the desk nearly through the glass, and they go, "Oh, can you sell this for me?" No, but there's a scrap metal yard up the road that'll take it. You get money for it.
Well, that's the thing. Digital's killed every analog desk, and powered speakers have killed every old speaker that was out there. There's still line arrays and stuff that work with their own stuff, and they're unbelievable. But most of them are just powered speakers nowadays.
But the things you could do with it all too these days, like on all the networking and things, and just different sort of routing and all that kind of stuff, it makes life so much easier.
Yeah, I love you, Kylie. Good old Yamahas. I did a lot of carols by candlelights in the early days, and they were just on Yamaha mixes.
Rob says, you all only get to see one more concert before you die. Who do you choose, living or not? Well, it's Van Halen for me.
Oh.
I don't know. That's too hard.
I've always wanted to see
You know
them.
what? If I had to, I'd have to be on my own to go and see this with no one else around me, but it'd be Pink Floyd.
You don't want to
The
be distracted.
No.
Yeah.
I hate going to concerts and people talk to me. It's like, "Oh my God, how good are they? Shut up."
Yeah, that's like being in the movies. I hate it when people talk to me during a movie.
I want to see Sure.
I could see you going out on a date during a movie, Tyrone.
Holding hands.
So, Tyrone, do you want to hold my... Shut up, would you?
Pretty much.
I'm trying to watch the movie.
So Catherine says Pink Floyd. So what's the last 2 concerts you went to, George and Tyrone? The last two I went to was Sure, and that was the weirdest experience of my life. Half the people were dressed up as like Rory did.
Yeah.
As transvestites, and they all sang along with all the songs. And the one before that was Alice Cooper.
I think mine was Death Cab for Cutie, and before that was Mumford & Sons.
Mumford & Sons would be good.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Mine was Alice Cooper and Dream Theater.
Dream Theater's good too.
Oh, that was ages ago.
No. Alice Cooper and and Glenn Hughes. When Glenn Hughes was out and he came in, did some stuff at Musicland, and then we went to his gig at the corner.
What did you think of Alice Cooper? Overproduced? He didn't play all his old songs. He played his new album, which is always a disappointment.
No, he played some of his old songs. Listen, it was a great concert, but he really just didn't get the audience. He didn't speak to the audience. Hi, how are you, Melbourne? None of this. So you didn't capture me as an audience member.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
You weren't engaged. You were just watching a show. Could have been, I don't know, anyone playing it.
Terry Raymond, Queen, and Elton John. They'd be two good concerts.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Actually, it's also Phil Collins too, but I don't think he was the last one I saw, but that was great to watch.
Keith Urban. I wouldn't tell people that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, Keithy's all right. Keithy.
We did country
Anyway.
on Wednesday night for Melbourne's biggest open mic, and Rory turned up with chaps. You know what chaps are?
Yeah.
That's
Wouldn't
like,
surprise me that Rory'd actually own chaps.
well, no, his wife got a pair of leggings and chopped the cheeks out of them. So he just stood up and turned around. He had no cheeks in his pants. It was terrible.
I'm worried when we reopen Musicland and someone's going to say we've got a theme night on tonight at Musicland and Rory's going to get ultra dressed up again.
You know, the worst thing is Rory's wife, Kylie, is making face masks. I wonder if she used that material to make some masks.
Oh, the material that she cut out of the chaps.
Rory's ass, yeah. Don't buy any masks off Kylie. They smell, give them back.
Kylie.
What's your theme next week, Gary?
I've got it. We've talked about it. It's the top 10 songs you need to learn to love to hate.
No, for your jam night, your theme.
Oh, jam night. I spoke to Joe last night and we were discussing it. I think it is rock and roll. I'm not sure. I got to confirm it with her tomorrow. She's coming over to help me clean out my factory.
Oh, awesome. It's only rock and roll, but I like it.
Rock and roll. I think, to be confirmed. We normally decide on Sunday afternoon, Monday. It's your mask, Gary.
There you go. Kylie says it's your mask, Gary.
Ask for black tea.
Guys, it is 9 o'clock. Guess what that means?
I get to go and eat.
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
I'm going to go upstairs and watch the footy. Now, guys, make sure tomorrow from 12 till 3 at Musicland, if anyone does want to come down and purchase any alcohol cheap, so 10% cheaper than what Dan Murphy's is selling it, and it's cheaper than what we actually buy it for, you're more than welcome to do that. Please make sure you like all of our social pages, Musicland Online. What else we got? Jump onto our newsletters, subscribe, like, share, make sure you do heaps of commenting and all of that. What else was there? Oh, the GoFundMe page. Guys, we need a little bit more funds to go into the GoFundMe page if you haven't already. We're going to be putting for those who don't know and people who don't read, we're going to be putting up a plaque on the Musicland wall with everyone's names on it who have donated over a certain amount of money. And all that's basically going to go to, once we can start streaming again, we're just going to flood everyone while everyone's still at home with some awesome music. It's also going to go towards helping Musicland stay open for the moment, because it is an expensive process, even with no one there, to keep the doors and the lights on, we'll call it.
And don't forget there's a $600 prize to somebody that donates $600 worth of chemicals.
No, $600 worth of
chemicals.
Products. Oh, sorry. Don't worry about my mullet.
As Belinda says, share. That helps us out a lot. Yes. So yeah, please share, like, and subscribe, and all that stuff.
So that's $600 worth of cosmetics and stuff from Chemist Warehouse in Sunbury, courtesy of Cliff and his wife.
Can you get the interpreter from Dan's press conferences on the show? How about you do it, Rory? Can we get Rory on the show to do it for us?
Rory does it really well, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, we had a guy come on open mic on Wednesday, and he was actually doing the sign language, and people were asking me if he could sign like, and he goes, "I'm just making it up." Started doing this. Mick the drummer, he's a legend.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So GoFundMe page, $10 might win you $600.
Yes, and plus we've got a whole heap of Musicland merch and everything that we're going to be throwing in with it. So it doesn't matter if you even donate $5 or $10, you got a chance to win that. Apart from that, we're going to be back on Tuesday night.
Yeah,
Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Self and Tyrone. Oh, and if anyone's got any puns or anything that they'd like to send us picture wise for us to put up, please do that.
Music related, if you can.
Music related, preferably. Yeah. And please keep it relatively clean, because I received some last week and they were just stuff that you can't. It's got to be stuff that you're happy to show your mother.
I'm not sitting
Let's do
down
it
here
that
then.
way.
You're not getting nothing from me then. They've got to be clean.
They've got to be clean.
Can we also thank
you,
Chandler for coming on? Chandler, you're a legend. Go and support Chandler. Live
Thanks,
music.
Chandler.
There's a link there for his pages in the comment section on the Musicland Facebook page. So if you want to jump onto that through there, you can. That his father, Terry. What's his dad's name? What's his dad's name? Terry
J. Terry Raymond.
Terry
Raymond.
Terry Raymond.
And Channel will be on Melbourne's biggest open mic on Sunday from 4 till 7, playing a couple of songs. So jump in and see him then.
Let's do that again now. That was fun having Chandler on too. So if anyone else wants to jump on, just send us a message and we'll see if we can get you onto the show, play a song for us. That was really cool. So I would like to do some more of that.
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon that was really good.
Yeah, so if anyone's set up for that kind of thing, let's do it.
You got anyone, Garry, for next week?
I can get you somebody for next week to do the same thing.
I think it's quite cool,
All right.
yeah.
I'll,
All right, we'll do that.
I'll pick somebody young. That leaves 99% of my crowd out. Hello, Patricia.
Gary's open mic night on a Wednesday.
Patricia will
That's
get
how
up.
people look.
Patricia will get up. How about I get Patricia on to play a song?
Yeah.
That's what people, if anyone's at home or anyone that does go on a Gary's open mic night, please take note that when you hold your phone or anything like that, please hold it up at an angle that you can see the top of your head. So hold your phone about there, because when you hold your phone down here on your lap and you're looking at it, the only view that you get is this.
I love it. I love it. We have a couple of people that when they sing, they stand up. And there was one lady who's beautiful. I love her, and she's got a great heart and a beautiful person. But she stood up while she sang, so all we could see was her stomach. So she sang a whole song, and we just see her stomach. And you can't stop them and say, "Can you tilt your camera up?" You just got to go with the flow.
Rory wants to come on in drag with his chaps.
No,
Only if you sing us a song as well.
No, he will. He plays guitar and sings. No.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the deal. If you want to do that, you got to sing us a song.
Yep, it turns into a whole new world then. It's a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view.
On that note,
I'll talk to you guys during the week about who we get on next Friday or Thursday.
But if anyone else has got anything, send it across.
Yeah, or
Just
if
in
anyone
case.
knows anyone that would be interested in this kind of thing, just get onto them and send them over to us. That'd be good.
We may even do it on a Tuesday night as well.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, definitely.
Why not? The more the merrier. That's what it's all about.
Definitely.
Guys, thank you very, very much. Please make sure you send like, share, and subscribe across all the socials. If you want to buy grog, that's happening tomorrow at Musicland. If any police person pulls you over, just say you're going to the supermarket. But please don't come from 40 kilometres away for it.
It's essential service.
If you do want anything, just contact us at musicland@live.com.au and we can organise to get it sent to you via courier. So we can do that, but we need to be sensible.
Have a good weekend, everyone, and stay safe. Keep the masks on or stay home.
Keep the masks on, keep safe. And all the very best to everyone as well. Stay safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks, George. Thanks, Garry.
See you, Tyrone. Thank you, mate. See you,
Thanks,
George.
Tyrone. Thanks, Dad.
Good on you, kids. Good night, kids. Get us out of here.
All right, see you guys.
See yous.